Yes, hello everybody, and thanks for joining us for this player challenge today. We just wait 1 or 2 minutes as we get to 2 p.m. to start, and take a time as you see on the screen, just to get a sheet of paper and a pen if you don't have it close to you, and also to start to look how to write on the chat. So normally you have a chat conversation on your Zoom. So just try to know where it is, and yeah, and after you will be ready to go. So just 1 more minute for everybody to jump in the meeting, and we will start. Oh, that's good. We had one camera turn on. That's a good thing. Or two. Thanks, Olivia. And who is the other one who have the camera turn on? It's Olivia and
Riley?
Riley. Yeah. Oh, that's good to see some face and some smile before beginning. Oh, and more start to turn the camera on. Perfect. Thanks to everybody.
If you haven't already done so and you can make sure your name that shows up for Zoom is your name, that'd be great.
Okay, so let's go. So yeah, as I said previously, welcome to everyone. Thanks for joining us for the player challenge today. So as you see on the screen, just a little things before starting. So just try to have something to write with and a sheet of paper, just some things really quick. And yeah, just have a look also on the chat function on the Zoom to be able to use it. So before starting, I introduce myself quickly. I'm Matt, and today we are two people. So me and Delaney are going to lead the session. So just I'll let Delaney, if you want to say a quick word and introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. It's good to see so many of these happy faces that I know. As we go into this, I think really important to come into this with an open mindset and a willingness to share, because the more you guys are willing to put your ideas out there, the better it's going to be for everybody that showed up today. So I think it's really great that I think I know pretty much everybody that's on today. And so if we need to, we can do some cold calling. But if we don't have to cold call, that's even better if you guys just hop in and share.
Okay, and in the chat, the same, if you have any question, anything, do not hesitate to write on the chat. Delaney will answer you. You can write in private with Delaney if you have a question, perhaps more privacy. So do not hesitate to use the chat, and we are going to do the best to answer you. Oh, so hi, Landin, Riley. Okay, so let's go. So the purpose of this session today, as you see on the screen, the main things is about tactical, so how we can solve a soccer problem. So we will work on video clip that was from the GA of our club. So perhaps some of you on the call will recognize yourself. But yeah, it's good to have some video and some opportunity for us to share what people in our club are doing. The aim of this session is really to promote the perception and decision-making process. So just to, I will say, put a picture on it. What does it mean? I like this video and this animal. I don't know if you know it, a suricate. And I like this because just how this animal moves his head just to check, to look around you like we must be on the field, to look everywhere, take the information. This is the perception. And if you know this animal is really check everybody and is really quick to decide if there is, for example, a snake, because it eats snakes. And really, if there is a danger, they really react very quick. So I like this picture and this small video because it's a lot about what we are going today. Perception, what are you seeing? And decision making, what are you doing to do according to what you see? As Delaney said, yeah, it's really here to promote responsibility, creativity, ownership, self-confidence. So don't be afraid to talk, to take ownership, give your opinion. And we are here also for creativity. And as we saw further, there is no right or wrong answer. Just the aim is to share your opinion. Oh, I see we see enough of this little animal. So the rules and context, important. So every opinion is acceptable. Okay, there is, as I said previously, there is no right or wrong answer. We are here to share about soccer. And as you know, on the field, it's not black and white. There is many opportunity. But the most important is to argue what you say. It's not to say, I'm going to do that, and that's all. The important is just to argue it and just get into the details. We are not here to judge. And also me and Delaney, we are not here to judge you on what you are going to say. It's really important. We are in a good climate. Nobody here is going to judge yourself if you're going to say some things. Just share your opinion. This is the most important. And we are also not here to judge the people who are on the video. This is people from our club. Just a video that I take because there is one problem we want to see, but we are not here also to judge the people on the video. And the last things, really important, as we are on decision-making process, we are here on digital. So we are going to see the video. It's important. It's not the same as on reality. You know, on reality, you have the pressure, you have to manage emotion. It's also what you see on the feed will be different of what you see when we are on the video, because on the video you will see perhaps the whole screen. On the field, it's not the same. So be just aware that it will be different on digital than in reality. And reality, it could be more difficult, but that's why we are going to share on this digital aspect. Any question before we start? No? Okay. So we are good to go. And before starting, just a little game to start to activate perception and decision making. So little video, little game, you will see a coin, like you see in the end of like you're on the screen, a coin. We are going to put the coin behind a glass, and you must find the coin at the end. So be ready to see. So here is a coin under this one, and let's get ready. Oh, I'm stopped the video too quickly. I don't know if you have already found where is the coin, but now you see on the video that is these red glasses. Oh, sorry. But did you notice something's weird in the video? Something else? Put on the chat if you're noticing something else in the video. Some of you have noticed something's weird, something's happened in the video. Nobody? Yeah, 2 people, yeah, that's correct. But there is something. Did you see a green pepper in the video? Who see a green pepper? Okay, I will show you. Oh, not quickly. And here, over there. on the left screen is in the end. It's a green paper. Okay, well now it's going to turn, and now this is the green paper here. So a little game about, yeah, perception, decision making. Don't be afraid, I was the same. I didn't see anything the first time. So just to show that, yeah, perception is difficult to see and after to decide many things. So yeah, little game, you have plenty on internet. So yeah, I don't know, confusion. I don't know, perhaps it will have one winner perhaps during the week. So how is it going to happen today? So first, just to describe you what will be the phase of play we are going to work on, okay? And after we're going straight with the first video clip that I show, freeze the video clip, and you will start to share your opinion. After, just a quick help about how to reflect in your decision making. After, we jump on the second video clip, and after we will let you give us your feedback about what would you do. Okay, so first video clip, just a little help, and second video clip. So today, the phase of play we are going to work on is build up to advance. Okay, so my first question, you can write it on the chat and also write it perhaps on your paper. You could perhaps help you. What does build up to advance mean to you? So just 1 minute, perhaps to reflect. And if you want to put on the chat, what build up to advance mean to you? No. Cohen thinks we use Photoshop for the last game. No, it was real. Good try, Cohen. So yeah, from a goal kick, build up from the back. Thanks. That's one vision. What else? Multiple passes. So go forward, go to the goal. Oh, I like it. Building up in all the phase of play. Why not? Make your way up to the field. Like this one. Okay, that's good. Plenty of things. Thanks for everybody to share. So as I just summarized all the things that you write, you're talking about multiple passes, things to the aim to go forward, to go to the goal. It could be from a goal kick. Make your way to move up to the field, creating opportunities. So yeah, many things, many ideas. So you can write on a sheet of paper because perhaps it could help you to decide what are you going to do, because we are going to work on this phase of play. And based on what you say, just one question. So in which part of the field it is going to happen, this phase of play? Do you think it's going to happen in all the field or in a specific part of the field? Yeah, correct. Good, Cohen. Mainly it will be in your half, okay? How we can to build up and advance, so defending middle third. Okay, that's good from everybody. Thanks for all your sharing. Everything is good, so keep in mind. So first video analysis, you are going to look a video clip. The video clip will be freeze at the end at a certain moment. At this moment, when the clip is freeze, is where you are going to decide what would you do. Okay, when the clip is freeze, what should you do at this moment? You will have about 2 minutes of individual reflection. And after, it will be good if someone could share his opinion. You can write in the chat, but if someone first wants to unmute himself or herself and try to share by vocal, it's totally fine too. So here is the first video clip. I will try to put it several times. You can start to reflect and write on the sheet of paper, perhaps what would you do at this moment? Okay, it's very short, but so at this moment, for example, the ball coming, at this moment, what would you do?
And what would you do for the orange team? That's the team you're looking at.
So 2 minutes. One more minute. And okay. So first, before starting, before write on the chat, is there someone here who will be perhaps able or will be ready to share by unmuting himself or herself?
I can.
Who is it? Ethan? Landy? Really? Okay, let's go. What would you do?
I said play to the person that's pointing in the space or switch the field to the side that doesn't have defenders.
Okay. So could you just repeat a little because you were cut during the when you talk and I didn't hear clearly.
Play to the person that's pointing in the space or switch the field.
Okay. So we have the two ID, that's correct. Good. Thanks. Any other ID? Any other proposal?
It's pretty similar to what Landon just said, but I can't see if JoJo has anybody on her, but you could see to play her the one that's pointing into space, or we could try to look to play it into a space where the ball didn't come from to get it out of the space where the defenders are.
So playing in the space where the ball comes from is what you say?
Or trying to look at a spot where the ball didn't come from.
Okay.
So kind of like switching the field too could be another option.
And also if like all those like what everyone else said, like if all those options are like not available, you could also just play back and then like you could get resituated like kind of fast and then you could like play out of the back.
Yeah, that's a good option. Anything else?
you
Any
could-
other proposal that could be also different perhaps?
I have one.
Yeah.
Someone could be checking into the middle and then you could play to them and you could either tell them to turn or they could find like an open option that they have. So then we can play forward.
Mine's similar to Leva, but if nobody's on JoJo, I would play her there, or I would have her open up and then a midfield check there, like Riley said. But if there is pressure, then I'd play the keeper to switch the field.
Okay, that's a good things. Anything else?
I think we could play it back and then make a run forward out of pressure so that the defense gets tracked behind us.
Yeah, that's a good one. Very good things for everyone. Any other? If some of you perhaps if some of you want perhaps just to want on the chat, yeah, like I see Cohen have do it, you can write it on the chat. There is no problem. If you have perhaps a little shy not to share it by vocal, you can write it on the chat because every opinion counts. Okay, so do not hesitate to write it on the chat if you want. So play one of the center midfielder and tell them to turn. Yeah, it's a good one, Cohen. So yeah, lots of good ideas. If I just come back and see what you say, many different ideas. Switch the field. One was one. Perhaps playing in the space, playing back, to check into someone check into the middle, and after we try to play forward. So that was some good intent. Okay, switch the field, playing in the space, playing back, or playing forward. That we have four intent that if we can summarize. After that was good also. I have some, I will say from you guys, some cues. You said some cues. You're talking about space where the ball not come from. You are talking about option available or not available. So perhaps it's a good question. What is an available option and what is a not available option? So I don't know who was thinking about that. So who can perhaps answer me? What is an available option and what is a not available option?
Are you talking about in this situation or in general?
No, in general, because it could happen in general. Yeah.
Oh, well, an option that would be available is somebody that has time, or like if they get the ball, they have time and space. But a not available option could be somebody who has pressure on them and it would be it put them in a hard situation.
Okay, yeah, that's a good thing. So I like the idea of time, space, pressure.
Yeah,
in
this situation, R2 has a lot of pressure, so we probably wouldn't play to them. And someone who's pretty open with a lot of space would be our keeper.
Okay, so an available option is someone who perhaps is open. Yeah, it could be the keeper. Any other?
An available option could also be playing somebody into space for them to get to it if they have a chance that they could get to it before their defender does.
Yeah, so we have the notion of space. Yeah, that's correct. Time, like you say, time, space, and opponent with the pressure. So an available option will always based on these three areas: time, space, and opponent. But we will see after, and some of you have said it, perhaps we could play to someone who check in or someone who is in the middle and he could turn. So perhaps, could we perhaps play to an option who is not available? It could be also an ID. Because if you play to an option who is not available and the player is able to turn, you take on a defender. So it could be also another ID. So yeah, good things for everyone. And I like also, like you say, lots of you are talking about the team. So what are you going to do as a team? Switch the field, play in the space, playing back, check in the middle, play forward. It could be an intent as a team. And some of you are also thinking about a player option. So here we are talking about the two, talking about the midfield. So it's important. You're talking about a team aspect, but also as a player aspect. So good things for the first video analysis, guys. And I will not here to describe what is right or wrong. Just try to see what you say about time, space, and opponent in this situation. And so what could you do? So based on that, before starting the second video clip, which will be a little more longer, the aim is not to say what you say is wrong, it's just to help to reflect on a decision process, how we can help you to make the decision. And perhaps not forget some things. And it will be the same on the field. So first, there is information. So information is about what you see. And as you said first, in the first video clip, what you see is where is the ball, where is teammate, where is opponent, where are we on the field? Something's basic, factual. After, there is the analysis. So, and what is important, what information are really crucial to make a decision? And here there is perhaps, it will be perhaps not the player who is 10 miles away, it will be the player who will very close. The crucial information will be perhaps we are close to a goal or we are far away from a goal. So what information are very crucial for you to make a decision? And it will be about time, space, and opponent. And after, you will make a choice. You will see what is the risk or what solution will give the team the best advantage. So if we get back, I don't know, what is the best advantage? To play back to the keeper? To play to the midfielder who is inside? To switch the field? I don't know. It will be depends of the crucial information that you have. After, what are you going to do? Your intent. And how are you going to do it? So that's good. Lots of you play forward, play back, switch the field. But how are you going to do it now? How are you going to switch the field? How are you going to play forward? So here is the little process. But is what you are doing is that. So now for the next clip, you have your sheet of paper. Could you try to organize your sheet of paper with this 4-step information, what you see, analyze and choice, what information are crucial for you, decision, what is your intent as a team, but also as a player, and after, how are you going to do it? Very good. And after, when we are going to analyze the second clip, we are going to do step by step. Okay.
Could you go back for a little bit longer?
Yeah, let's go. Sorry. And okay, guys, if you have any information and you forget, you can write on the chat and we are going to answer you if you don't remember the step. So the second video clip, you will have more time to reflect, 5 minutes. We will give you a link of the video on the chat so you can go on the link and see the video by yourself, okay? So do not be afraid, you will have a link to the video. And after, we are going to share. Okay? So you have the link on the chat. I just show you first as a collective together the clip, and after you could get on the link and start your individual work. So here is the clip. Okay, show it a second time. And you feel at this moment, and at this moment, what would you do? Okay? So you have the link on your screen. You have 5 minutes. You can get on the link, work on the video, and after we are going to share. Let's go, guys. And don't forget, you have also another link with the picture. If you perhaps want to see as a picture. So you have the video and links of the picture. Let's go. So first, what did you see? Simple. What are the crucial information for you? And based on that crucial information, what would you do as a team or as a player? And after, how do you want to do it?
What was the execution question?
It just, how do you want to do it? For example, you say our intent as a team is to switch the field. How do you want to switch the field? For example, or if you want to play forward, how do you want to play forward? Okay, 2 more minutes. One more minute. Sorry if I put a little stress or time, but just try to be like in the field. In the field, we don't have a lot of time, so we try to do the same here in the video.
I have a question. Who actually
Yeah.
won this?
Oh, I didn't hear you. Sorry, it was cutting.
Who won this game?
Oh, I don't know.
The black team won. The orange team didn't win. Right?
I don't know. Sorry, I didn't know what was the score. But it's a good. Why do you ask this question, really? Really, but it's a good question. But why do you ask it?
Just wondering.
Okay.
Because it looked like the orange team was playing very well positioning as to the black team.
Hmm.
So I was thinking the orange team won.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately in soccer, it's always difficult. Okay, so we are good. Let's go. So the first step, okay, just for the first step. So what did you see? Very factual. So who wants to share?
I can go then.
Okay.
I saw them playing back out of pressure to be able to make a decision.
Okay, so you saw the orange team playing back to get out of pressure. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah, for the info, I also saw that the person that had the ball in the beginning, they had pressure on their back and they're facing our goal, so they decided to play back. And then the person that got the ball had a lot of time, or they had quite a bit of time.
Okay, so we are facing the goal and the ball owner have lots of time. Okay. What else?
I also saw that the black team was really compact in the middle and more on the right side. They also had a really high line.
Yeah. So
And
open
black
up.
was starting to cut the field in half.
Yeah.
Well,
What else do you see? Really
was thinking-
factual.
this girl, or she could have played it to the 7 because there's a bunch of space on that side if they could play it through the lines. But I mean, I could see them playing back too.
Yeah, that was a good thing, Cohen, but it's it's good. But you get perhaps too far in the step. You start to see some things perhaps to do, but that's good. But what did you see concretely at this moment?
It's really like compact, like it's not really like spread out, like everyone's just like compact kind of. And the left, like, yeah.
And the defenders kind of closed in like fast because the ball, like she had one defender and then the other defender came in fast.
Okay. So someone coming fast. I go back also to the comment on the chat of Ethan. So the orange player on the left. So you're talking about this player, Ethan?
The other left.
This one?
No, below him.
This one? Yeah.
No, he's on. If you were the
The
goalie
player
on the
right
orange
next to
team,
the ball.
he'd be on the right.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
But the guy above him.
Okay. So you think he is a bit too far, so perhaps you have not many options on the side, is what you mean?
Yeah, he should probably drop back a little and be an option.
Okay, so for step one, we are good. Just one thing I could add on what I see is perhaps just that we are close to our goal. I think it's really important because we are not going to react the same way if we are, for example, in the middle of the field. So we are close to our goal. And perhaps the other things, as you say, it's we are in the central channel, so really facing our goal. Okay? Sounds good. So step two now, based on what you say, what are really for you the crucial information that is really important that we must take into account here to make a decision? Perhaps there is some information that we don't care.
Yeah, I said one of the critical informations for it would be if someone was pressuring them or if someone was closing in without them knowing. So basically just pressure.
So
It's
that's
also
good. See, your first name is Landon or Rayleigh?
Landon.
Landon, yeah. So you're right, but now what is the answer on this situation? Do you think we have pressure or not pressure?
Yes, I think we have pressure because the black player is running at the ball. So
Okay.
I'd say that has some pressure.
And why for you it's crucial? It's important information.
Because then I know I have to make a decision faster.
Hmm?
Then, I can take my time as long as I need and play the ball. And it's also just you're right in front of the net. You don't want to lose the ball there.
Yeah. So as you say, there is the notion of time. And there is also, if I can add something, the notion of you cannot play to this player because the black player force you to play on the other side. So it will be also one of the key things. But yeah, this information is crucial. What other information are crucial for you guys?
I think it's also like some other information that's crucial is the formation of the other team or where they are, because in this situation, they're really compact. And I forgot who said it, but they're kind of cutting the field in half and not letting us go the other way. So I think that's another piece of crucial information.
Okay. So for you, where are they really compact?
On the right side and kind of in the middle of the half.
Yeah.
Or like in the middle, coming onto the defensive third.
Yeah, but it's important to be precise, as you say, because if they are compact just only in this area, there is other area where they are not. So could be, yeah. So compact in the middle third. Okay, what else, guys, do you have as crucial information that will help you to decide some things? What about your teammate? Do you have any crucial information about your teammate that you think it's important?
I think it's important that we know where they are and like if they're calling for the ball, like being able to tell us where they are, where the options are.
Okay, so that's a good thing. So I just stay on that. So you say, where are the options? So if you look at this, what is your option from your teammates? What options are available, perhaps, and what options are not available?
The 5 should maybe drop. They shouldn't be so close to the person with the ball. So they should probably get wider and a little bit deeper for them as an option. And then the 3 could also come back and a little bit, so then they could be an option.
Yeah, that's correct. So this one. And now if I take the moment of we are like this, we cannot change anything. What could be your available option?
Well, you could probably play back to the goalie, so then the goalie could play it out to the 2,
Yeah.
the right side outside back, because that would be the best option since all of the black players are on the right side of the field.
Yeah. So one crucial information is that we have the keeper who is available and we have all the other side of the field who is available. Yeah. Correct. Good things from everybody, and also from Molly at the beginning to notice there is available and not available option. What, guys, do you have any other crucial information? You can write it on the chat. There is no problem at all also.
I would probably say that the middle isn't probably the best option because they're so compact there that we should probably look to, like Riley said, switch it, go back to our keeper and switch it, because then we're having the defense have to shift.
Okay. So crucial information, as you say, is what you say, compact in the middle, and we have some option wide who can be found. Yeah. Any other? So we're talking about the space, we're talking about the time, about the opponent, about the teammate. So
I would just say like that, like everyone like needs to communicate to like know where to go, like to not play into the middle, or like the keeper could be like, I have like support because like I'm open, just like to like stay communicating kind of.
no, and you're totally right, Annie, because if for example your teammate is not seeing this crucial information, or the ball owner is not seeing this crucial information, you must communicate to her that this crucial information is available or is there. So communicating is really important.
I have one more thing. It might not be crucial information right now, but like later on in the game, if it's continuing to happen, the center backs for the other teams seem to be really flat. So if they stay like that throughout the game, that could be crucial information.
So really just I bound back on what you say. So this is good, but why really for you it's crucial?
Well, if the defenders like stay like that for most of the game and they don't like stagger off of each other, when we get into like an attacking position, it could be very easy to split them for a through ball of some sort.
And a question for all of you guys, do you think we can perhaps playing through this defender right now and not waiting from another situation? Do you think we can use this crucial information right now? It's a question, I don't know.
Maybe, possibly, if we can get forward very, very quickly, but probably not in this situation right now.
Okay. Is there any people who perhaps are okay to perhaps use this information and thinks that this information is really important? Okay, but you see, just before going to the step 3, that everything could be important. It's not only if things were close to the ball, crucial information could be far away from the ball. Because perhaps we could have an intent, if we go to the next step, that playing long, perhaps between the center back and their fullback for someone to run inside between that gap. So every information could be important, it's not related only because it's close. It could be also important information because it's far. No problem, Landin. I don't know this team, Landin United. Perhaps you can help me to know this one. Okay, so we are now on the step 3. So based on the crucial information of what you say, what are you going to do? What is your intent? As a team first. So what are you going to do as a team? Because you say we have pressing on the ball runner, they are compact in the middle third, there is a goalkeeper available option, and we must communicate between each other. And perhaps also the solution on the side is a bit too far. So what are you going to do as a team based on that?
Try to play back to create more time and more options, because then the defenders have to split up because there's many different open options then.
So I like this. I like especially the second part of your sentence, Landin. So playing back, yeah, is your intent, but it's like you say, it's playing back to create another option and perhaps to play in other part of the field. So yeah, so playing back to switch the field or play in another space, that could be an intent. Do we have another one?
I would also have our 2 or our right back get as wide as possible, because if we play our keeper and they're as wide as possible, then it's going to be easier to get forward quickly.
Yeah. So it's more here intent for the player, but it's okay. That's totally fine. It's connected to playing back and switch the field. So we have the intent from the team and we have the intent for the player, and it will be perhaps more, how do you want to do it? We are perhaps going to the next step, how to switch the field and how to get forward. We want our opposite to get wide, but that's a good thing. Yeah. Do we have another intent as a team than playing back and switch the field? Do we have another intent from you guys?
I have one. If the 5 moves back a little bit into more of a like backwards, then the 3 could move down a little bit into an open passing lane, and the 4 could pass to the 3's front foot for them to either like dribble the line or find a pass up.
So if I'm correct, you see this player must get backwards over here and to have an option and a passing line to play with this player. Yeah. So what is your intent as a team by doing that? What do you want to do as a team by doing that?
Well, you get out of pressure. You get out of like the pressure of 5 of the black defenders by playing to that one, and you get forward by doing that.
Okay, so get out of pressure and move forward. And to do that, we are going to do what you say, yeah? Do we have any other intent? Oh, I see it in the chat we are going to talk. Oh, sorry. Play forward, yeah. So Cohen, just a question, when you say play forward, what is it's your intent?
To like score goals when you move forward. So because if they play it to the 3, then if you turn, then you can keep going forward and get an opportunity at goal eventually.
Okay, so we think we have some player that could help us to move forward in this situation. Yeah. But what you say, I think it's good, because based on the crucial information that you say, so pressure from that side, so we can play to the keeper or we could play to the other player, so we can switch the field directly. So that could be a good thing. You say based on the goalkeeper available option, we can play back. Because they compact in the middle third, we must switch the field, play back, get out of this pressure. So yeah, your intent is connected to your crucial information. That's good. Any other thought? Do you think, just a thing, do you think we can, as a team, could have the intent to break lines in this situation? Perhaps yes, perhaps not. Do you think you can break lines as a team?
Yes, I think you could. If you get, like I was talking about before, if you can create space by playing it back.
Yeah.
Then you could probably break line that's pressure to the 2 or the 7.
Okay, thanks, Andy. So we are good. So it shows your intent, and now, but you have started already to reply about that. How do you want to do it? So you say playing back, switch the field. So you have started to answer, play to the keeper and play to the other player, the other fullback who create the space. Get out of pressure. Riley have already said how she want to do it. So we have some good things, guys. So really thanks for all your sharing. That was really interesting, and especially about the process. You connected everything, and that's the same when you are on the field. What you see, what is really important, based on that, what I'm going to do and how I am going to do it. So really great job for everyone. Really, really great job. And many different options, as you say. So there is no right or wrong. So in conclusion, if you can conclude about what you say, first, it starts with perception. It starts from what we see. Okay? So be really quick to wake up you. I do a little game at this moment about perception. So the fastest you can reply on the chat, Rin, okay? Could you find 3 things in your room that start with the letter A? So if you get quick and start right on the chat, 3 things in your rooms that start with the letter A. And the first to write on the chat win. So perception, look quick around you. Oh, well, I say 2 things. If you have 2 things who start with the letter A. Oh, it's Cohen who win. Or you have an apple in your room. That's good, in case you are angry. So, yeah, be ready. Could you find 3 things in your room that are in red color? Oh, Riley, you quick. Shot, book, and jewelry. So yeah, 1 point for Cohen, 1 point for Riley. And the last one is the most, could you find 1 thing in my room that is soccer related? Oh, yeah, me, that's good. Cohen, you're right. I didn't think about that one, but it was more the ball behind me. Yeah, good things from Molly. But yeah, you're right, Landin, I'm soccer related today. Good, guys. So if we can connect to the field, perception is about scanning, look around you, about your body position, and about also position on the field, where you are on the field. And I come back to what you say. In what did you see at the beginning of the situation? You see player who facing the field. So perhaps this player and the goalkeeper have more opportunities to have a good perception because his position on the field allow him to see everything. To make a decision, it will depend also of the crucial information. So if what you decide, the space, the teammates and the opponent, and the time. So always these 4 things who can help you to make a decision and are really crucial when you want to make a decision. And now I show you an example from an international game. It was really a bit similar to the situation. So it's a game from the U20 Men World Cup in 2 years ago, I think. So I think it's Saudi Arabia vs Portugal. So I just, I lay it down. These things. Just go back. Sorry. So look, at this moment, we see, if you see, there is quite similar. The midfield of the ball is going to playing back to the 4. We have the 5, perhaps not in the same situation, but close. We have the goalkeeper, who you see who is ready perhaps to be a support. So we are quite similar, this player, and we have some player up. And we're talking about perhaps crucial information who are far away from the ball. And here is going to choose the option far away from the ball. So playing back. And here, up, he plays far away from the ball for the player who was far away. So you see, it's another option. It's not the right option, but it's another option. But all you have said in previously is correct too. But it's an example for an international game in the same situation. So for the next session, guys, we are going to challenge you a bit more because it was the first session. So we get into the process for everybody to understand and for also Delaney and me to be comfortable about the session. But for next time, you will probably have less time to analyze the video, to be perhaps more reality related. We are going to do group work. Okay, so you are going to reflect as a group, so share opinion as a group. We are going to work on more clips and perhaps to compare the same decision with some international games. So next session will be, I would say, a bit more challenging because you are really doing a great job this session. Delaney, do you have some things to say to conclude?
Great stuff. Great job contributing. That was really awesome. And as always, so lovely to see all your faces here today. So thanks for coming to spend some time with me and Matt. And come back next time.
Yeah, it will be more challenging. And you do such a great job. So we want to keep working with you. So thanks everybody for coming, and have a good rest of your day. And have a good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.